All right. Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in last week and this week and for all of the weeks prior to this. We've got another, I don't want to say political, but it's kind of political. It's the school board members, I guess school board candidates that have submitted a video for your enjoyment of watching and getting to know them a little bit better.
Yeah. Had a good response from all of the, or most of the candidates.
Most of the candidates,
Yep. And so hopefully you're able to use the information that's going to be included in the podcast to make an informed decision on the school board as well as every other.
But before we get those words from those guys, we need more guesses for the Vikings game. Mm-hmm. Nobody guessed we would lay an egg with 15 seconds left against Seattle. Right. So week 5 against the Falcons, message us on Messenger the winner of the Vikings game and the final score. Mm-hmm. And this week we're up to $120 compliments of the Buffalo Community Podcast.
Yeah, 120.
120. So message us before kickoff, and if you get the right one, the first one gets it right, $120. All right.
It's that easy.
Now a word from your candidates.
My name is Brad Ello, and I'd like your vote on November 3rd to serve you and this community as a member of the District 877 School Board. My family moved to Buffalo in 1986, where my first interaction with the BHM School District was as a 6th grader in Parkside Elementary. Coincidentally, where I met my wife, Nicola. We just celebrated our 20th wedding anniversary, though I still count the years as 33 from our first date. 5 years ago, Nicola and I moved our family back to Buffalo because as both of us are products of the school system I so hope to serve, knew that our 3 children would benefit from the same system that served Nicola and I so well. Some of my most formative experiences occurred in the district. Drama, music, sports, debate, president of the computer club, student advisory to city parks and aviation board, Rotary exchange student. BHM is the place I gained a lifelong passion for learning and gained the confidence to become a leader, inspired with insatiable curiosity, and became an insufferable optimist and proven critical thinker. Professionally, I've worked with our nation's largest firms for the last 20 plus years. My area of expertise is in leading multi-million-dollar efforts with teams to design, enhance, and implement business processes with the support of technology in Fortune 100 firms across the nation. My experience with large-scale enterprise technology, data and analytics, and business process optimization will provide a differentiated set of experiences for our school board. Preparing our kids for the future is job number 1 of our school system. And I'm running for school board because I want a school system that continues to provide our kids with the foundational skills and attributes that give them the lifelong ability to make their way in the world, like BHM did so well for me. The biggest challenge I see for our district is in addressing and understanding the changing economy around us. American children are falling behind in the math and sciences disciplines at a time when the data economy is powering many of the advances within our world. Social media, the pervasiveness of technology has in some part eroded our ability to engage civically in the community. And while concerning, I believe that technology is neither good nor evil. It's what you do with it that matters most. My commitment to you, I'll bring creative problem solving based on my decades of high-tech experience, active listening and learning from our world-class teachers, administrators, and community members, with a keen eye towards innovation and the fiscal discipline required to ensure equity among all of our students. I encourage you to learn more about what I see as top priorities and who I am at vote-elo.org. Thanks for listening.
Hi, I'm Amanda Lawrence. I want to tell you why I love our schools and why I think I would be a great person to help take our district into the future as a member of the Buffalo Hanover Montrose School Board. First, a little about me. My family and I had lived in Buffalo for 17 years. I grew up in New Brighton, Minnesota, and graduated from Irondale High School. I then graduated from Luther College with a degree in communication. My professional background is in customer service and corporate training. My husband, Dale, is a family practice doctor at Stella's Health in Buffalo. We have 3 wonderful children. Our daughter, Elizabeth, is a 2019 Buffalo High School graduate and current student at Gustavus Adolphus College. Our daughter Rachel is a junior at Buffalo High School, and our son Lucas is an 8th grader at Buffalo Community Middle School. My 3 kids are all unique with many varied interests. I'm grateful that they have each found things that challenge them, ignite their passions, and help them make friends, thanks to the wide range of activities, programs, and classes available in our awesome school district. I've been a frequent volunteer in my kids' classrooms and at their various activities. Our family also makes it a point to regularly volunteer at our church, Zion Lutheran, as well as in the community. I'm determined to help the students of this district be everything that they can be. That's why in 2011, I joined the 877 Scholarship Foundation Board. Our mission on this board is to raise scholarship money for graduates of the district. Since I joined in 2011, we've awarded over $800,000 in local scholarships. For several years, I was in charge of our largest fundraiser, the Pork Chop Feed, and I'm currently president of the foundation. We are so fortunate to live in this great school district. I want to continue this tradition of excellence in education in our communities. As a school board member, my top priority would be to make sure that the children and staff of our district are safe in our schools. I want to make sure that every child, regardless of their life circumstances, gets an equal education. I think it's important to regularly review our policies to make sure that nothing is inadvertently creating inequalities in our schools. I want to maintain small class sizes so that our kids get as much personal attention as possible. I want to recruit and retain an excellent staff. This includes administrators, teachers, paras, custodians, food service workers, office staff, bus drivers, everyone that works in our district. To be an outstanding district, we need to be a district where outstanding people want to work. It's very important to me to be careful stewards of taxpayer money. Schools are incredibly underfunded. I would advocate with lawmakers to increase funding for our schools. It isn't fair for local taxpayers to bear the burden of underfunded mandates and cost increases due to inflation. One of the greatest strengths of our school district is the wonderful array of programs we have to meet our students' unique needs. We have things like the Wright Technical Center, the Arts Magnet Program, Pride Transitions, Phoenix Learning Center, Quest Gifted Program, Right Choice, Avid, CIS and AP classes, not to mention all the sports, music, and academic activities and clubs available to our students. I think every child should have something that makes them want to get up and go to school. The more options there are, the more likely that every kid can find a place they belong, make friends, and excel. Every child has different talents and interests. Some kids want to go to college, some kids want to go into the military, some to trade school, and some want to go directly into the workforce. My greatest wish for our district is to nurture and encourage every student from the moment they first step into our schools, not only to find their passion, but to leave our district proud, self-confident, and believing that their unique talents and skills are valuable and can take them into the future. I love our schools. I want to help lead our district as we adapt and meet the challenges of the times in the best, most positive, most productive ways possible, while of course always doing what's best for our kids. I think that my unique skill set and vision for the district make me a great candidate to help take our district into the future. Please vote for me, Amanda Lawrence, for Buffalo Hanover Montrose School Board. Thank you.
My name is Dave Casey. I am running for the Buffalo Hanover Montrose School Board because I want to ensure we are providing the best educational system we can for everyone, students, teachers, staff, and district residents. I lived in Buffalo for over 30 years. I taught in the district for 31 years with a master's in education. My wife taught kindergarten in the district for 33 years. I have coached sports and academic teams in the district. We have 2 children, both attended District 877 from kindergarten through graduation from high school. I've been an active member of the community, serving on the park board and as a police reserve. I have an ongoing interest in the community, participating in city council meetings and citizen advisory boards. I also volunteer at the food shelf. I've been involved in curriculum design, budget planning, and dealt with the growth in our district. I know what it takes to make schools work from the ground up. I served for over 10 years on a parent advisory board at the University of Minnesota on a multi-million-dollar research project dealing with child development. I have the willingness and confidence to make tough decisions. I am passionate about public education. I will bring an experienced educational voice and an understanding of the local community into the district. Some of my strengths I will bring to the board are, I see the big picture and I understand all aspects of the education system. I will be approachable. I am well grounded in community affairs. Being a member of the school board will allow me to use my expertise as an educator and my active community involvement to work for the best solutions for all students, teachers, staff, and families. I will know how to allocate resources to meet the needs of all students. In the times of uncertainty, my experience will be important. Funding for our schools are not equal throughout the state. I will make it my priority in lobbying our legislature at the state level. I have the knowledge to prioritize the needs of the school district. I will ensure the resources are used wisely. We are in a time that we have never seen in education. I will support students, teachers, and families. We cannot lose teachers to budget cuts. I will be active in teacher quality and retention and smaller class sizes. One of the most important issues facing education today is providing a quality education for students with the dollars available. Funding is always tight and often restricts the ability to do all the things the district would like to accomplish. This was never more true than today. We need to get the staff to support and the supplies they need to be successful. I will work on the board to be extremely thoughtful, creative, and fiscally responsible. I see the big picture and understand the education system. I will work with the community leaders, administration, staff to represent all students in the district to build partnerships that will keep our schools at the top. As a board member, I will continue to build a visionary path to prepare students for the future. My knowledge and interpersonal skills will be an asset to the school board in their leadership role and responsibilities. Our schools and students are the backbone of our communities. I'm an educator, an active community member working for the best solutions for the district, students, teachers, and all others who engage in it. I know what it takes to make the schools work.
Hello, I'm Adam Bjorklund. I'm a proud lifelong resident of Buffalo and a 1998 graduate of BHS. My wife Abby, a 2000 BHS graduate, and I have two children, a daughter in 7th grade at the Buffalo Community Middle School and a son in 2nd grade at Northwinds Elementary School. We live in the Mills Woods neighborhood in Buffalo, and I work as a financial advisor for Ameriprise Financial, proudly serving many local families and caring for their investments. I've always been very driven to serve others, and I've owned multiple small businesses. And during that time, my leadership skills have allowed me to manage a large staff while still maintaining a family feel. By blending my passion to serve with my financial background, I feel that I'm an excellent candidate for the school board. I have deep roots in Buffalo. My parents and grandparents were born and raised in this community. Having my own family to carry on that tradition is important to my wife and me. I also married into a family of educators, which has given me an even greater sense of appreciation for school staff. My commitment to and history with this wonderful town is what drives me to want to do more by being a member of the school board. I feel two of the most important issues facing the school district are educational inequity and fiscal responsibility. Students deserve equitable access to technology, educational resources, and support from our district. and they shouldn't be granted nor denied access to opportunities solely based on the school they attend. I'll work with staff and teachers to create equitable access to educational resources, ensuring all students receive the same opportunities within BHM schools. I'll also use my professional experience as a financial advisor to ensure that the district is fiscally responsible with the taxpayers' money. Lastly, I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to serve you and your family.
Hi, my name is Eric Ellwoods. I am a candidate for school board in Buffalo, Hanover, Montrose. I live in Montrose. I have lived in Montrose for 17 years with my wife. My youngest daughter is still at home. I have 2 older adult children who are out on their own. They are both products of the Buffalo Hanover Montrose School District. My youngest is attending Buffalo High School. I worked in the district for 14 years with the Kid Care program. I feel like I would be a good candidate for the school board because of the balance I bring. Not only am I a hardworking taxpayer, I have worked in the school district, so I have some understanding of what the funding that's needed and stuff in the school district. I understand that our students are given wonderful opportunities and would fight to keep those opportunities available to them. As a taxpayer, I would like to look at trying to find some forms of alternative funding so that we didn't have to raise taxes all the time. I will tell you flat out that my main objective is that the children get the best education and opportunities that they can get. It is important that the staff of the school district is well taken care of, happy staff, good working staff. And yes, it is important that the public, the taxpayer, are happy and feel like they're getting value for the money they're putting in the district. To make a long story short, I hope that you will consider casting a vote for me when you're voting for school board at the elections. Thank you. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Okay. Hi, I'm Stan Vander. I'm running for the Buffalo Hanover Montrose School District School Director. I've lived in the community of Buffalo since 1980 when we bought a farm south of Buffalo. So both my children went to Buffalo school system, and now both my children and their husbands, their wives live in Buffalo. So all 6 of my grandchildren have been participating in the Buffalo School District as well. I'm an adult farm I was an adult farm management instructor for 31 years in Wright County and in the Renville County area for many years ago, and also taught at Worthington Community College. Being involved in adult farm management meant that I met with many farm families throughout the Wright County area and doing cash flows, balance sheets, farm business planning. So a lot of times, most of the time was spent at the kitchen table. So I got to know a lot of families, so I understand what goes on in a family situation as well. Like I said, doing the farm management process, I did many balance sheets and cash flows for farm families. I was on the school board in 2014 and 17, and was active in the school board as well during that time. I was also part of the levy committee that was for the operating levy that was passed a couple of years ago. Actively involved with the high school FFA program. I was involved in starting the school farm here at the high school, where we actually started to raise crops or livestock, vegetables that we could use in the school lunch program. I'm also involved with FFA from the standpoint of doing chaperoning and meeting with high school students from the standpoint of helping them with their FFA project as well. I was involved with our local church. I was chairman of our local Covenant Church for 5 years. So I have lots of leadership experience, and I use that leadership experience in many ways. I did a lot of parliamentary procedure, and so I know those leadership skills that needed to be happen during parliamentary procedure questions. I taught confirmation for 10 years at Buffalo Covenant, so I was actively involved in the student lives as well during that period of time. I like to use my leadership skills that I had from the standpoint of being a chair of our church, being involved in the Wright County Fair for many, I can't even remember how many years I've been involved in the Wright County Fair as a director and doing various things, being in charge of grants and those types of activities, and being in charge of open class situation at the county fair itself. I'm the incoming treasurer for the Minnesota State FA Alumni Association, so I understand cash flows, I understand working capital, I understand what it takes to be a good financial steward of our resources. I want our schools to thrive during this challenging time. I know it's a very difficult time for many parents during this time, but I think we as a school board, as staff, can really try to make a difference in our students' lives. There are many career choices that students need to be aware of. We need to equip our students with those types of skills that they can use in their adult lives, both in career and technical and college preparation. So I think it's really important that we understand that. I think another issue, of course, is the mental and social area of our students' lives. I think it's really important for all students to have a contact with some staff person. That could be anywhere from a teacher to a custodian to the school lunch personnel. So I think it's really important that we have the students have someone that they can trust and know and feel comfortable with. And so continuing that advisory program that we started a couple of years ago, where students have an advisor that carries with them for the life of their school career. We think that's important as well. And so legislative funding, I think it's important that we continue to keep contact with our legislators for equitable school funding. And so therefore, it's important that we have people that understand those resources and people that are willing to contact legislative people. But also, we are a community representative for the community. And so therefore, I feel that I can know a lot of people in this community and continue to work on those relationships with the community as well as the students and staff of at our school system. So I appreciate your vote and thank you for your time.
Well, thank you to the candidates who submitted a video. I hope everybody was able to get some information, a little additional background on the candidates running for the school board and making that informed vote.
Absolutely. And don't forget, you can always watch us on YouTube or listen to us on wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts, including Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, all of those great ones. If you could leave us a review, we'd really appreciate it. For the Buffalo Community Podcast, I'm Tyler Reiss with Edina Realty.
Mark Benzer with Country Financial.